The Nigeria police force has rescued 46 trafficked persons and arrested 7 suspects involved in cross-border criminal activities. The operations were carried out in collaboration with Interpol and based on intelligence from Ghana.
These victims are lured to pay huge sums of money under the pretext of being recruited into football academies for training and placement into top teams abroad, to be employed in lucrative jobs or as part of processes to travel to Europe or Canada for work.
All right, so hey everyone, welcome to the channel and thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Lillian, that is if you are new, and if you're my returning viewer, I really appreciate you for coming back. Please don't forget to like this video. The Nigerian police force and the Ghanaian police service have both released a press statement regarding the new tactics that human traffickers are using to lure our young vulnerable youths to different countries. I'm actually surprised. Now I am surprised because Ghanaians are also being trafficked. Unlike before, now we know who is as guilty as charged when it comes to human trafficking and other vices in West Africa and even around the continent of Africa, as far as the northern part of Africa like Libya and the rest. A lot of the times we have seen in the news that these people are Nigerians, and so me seeing in the news now that Ghanaians are also being trafficked to other African countries and the method used in trafficking them, I said, okay, let's do this video here to create awareness. So let me start with the press release by the Nigerian police force, then we'll get to the other one by the Ghanaian police service.
The Nigeria police force has rescued 46 trafficked persons and arrested 7 suspects involved in cross-border criminal activities. The operations were carried out in collaboration with Interpol and based on intelligence from Ghana. In one of the operations, 31 victims trafficked from Ghana to Nigeria were rescued after being lured with false promises of jobs in Europe. Instead, they were coerced into online fraud schemes. Acting on credible intelligence, police operatives raided the gang's base and arrested 6 suspects. In another operation, police rescued 15 victims in Akwa Ibom State and arrested a 39-year-old accused of trafficking 4 Ghanaian nationals and defrauding them.
Students in SHS and universities. These victims are lured to pay huge sums of money under the pretext of being recruited into football academies for training and placement into top teams abroad, to be employed in lucrative jobs or as part of processes to travel to Europe or Canada for work. Victims are typically instructed to travel, usually by road, to an unfamiliar country. Ghanaians are sent to foreign countries while foreigners are brought to Ghana. Upon arrival, a syndicate member meets them and lodges them in a hotel, demanding an initial training and facilitation fee ranging from 800,000 to 2 million CFA for Francophone victims or $1,000 and above for Ghanaians. Victims are then transferred into the holding camps, which are usually rented rooms, which house between 10 and 40 people under very poor conditions. Their phones and all travel documents are seized and their activities, especially phone calls, are closely monitored. They are then introduced into the QNEP business and promise huge returns if they recruit others to join. Usually, the scammers personate victims in their custody to scam their close relatives by using the phones of the victims to contact their unsuspecting friends and families in their contact lists. While in the camp, the victims are compelled or resort to scamming their parents and families to send them money for feeding, etc. This often leads to rescue victims being afraid or unwilling to return home. Victims who are rescued are sometimes so frail and malnourished that they cannot go back to the activities they were previously engaged in. Locating and rescuing victims is challenging because the phone numbers they provide are usually deactivated by the scammers once the victim is in their custody. On 20th July 2022, a commercial division of the Accra High Court ordered the dissolution of QuestNet Limited, or QNet, for engaging in dishonest, illegal and fraudulent business activities. The move followed a petition filed by the former Attorney General of Ghana, seeking the dissolution of the network marketing company for operating in a manner akin to Ponzi schemes. The activities of QNet are also banned in other countries, within the sub-region. The actions of these scammers, including deception, coercion, restriction of movement, and denying access to travel documents, are offences punishable under the Anti-Human Trafficking Act of Ghana Act 2005 at 694 and Ghana's Criminal Code 1960 at 29. Persons found culpable of luring others, friends, relatives, etc. to other countries either for QNet or similar activities will be arrested and prosecuted in their respective countries. Suspects arrested in connection with rescues in Ghana by the Anti-Human Trafficking Unit have been arraigned before court and remanded to assist with the investigations. I must mention that this year alone we've managed to successfully prosecute some suspected individuals who lured victims, and we've gained convictions and they are serving their terms.
That is the news from both countries regarding QNet, as it's supposed to be like a job recruitment site, but that is not what it is. So be careful out there. I am begging you, dear young people, and I want to have a moment with parents. I don't think giving your kids a mobile phone to see things that are happening on social media alone is enough. I think it is important you have conversations with them. Like for me, sometimes when there are crime stories from Nigeria or anywhere, I deliberately watch it in presence of my kids so they will hear, especially when it involves a young girl. I will make sure that I watch it. I will watch the video where my elderly daughter, my niece, is, so she gets to hear it. And then when she asks questions, I get to explain to her, just I'm doing my part. I'm not God. It's only God that can completely protect her, but as parents we should do our part as well. So QNet is a scam. Know this and know it now. And as a Ghanaian, you are going to Nigeria, okay, with the hope of becoming a footballer. Please don't even dream about it, because it doesn't work. In Nigeria, the people that have access right now to becoming footballers are people from very wealthy families. Everything now is about bribing. Unlike back in the days when a young talent could just be discovered on the streets by a football agent, things have changed. Things are no longer the same. So let nobody lie to you that you are going to Nigeria to be connected. They are lying. They want to exploit you. And right now, the people that all these kidnappers and traffickers are targeting mostly right now are Ghanaians, due to the high currency rates. In Africa now, Ghana currency is the highest. Now, as a Ghanaian, you get kidnapped in Nigeria and they demand for ransom, and your family pays the sum of, let's say, 10,000 Ghana cedis. That will give the kidnapper more than ₦1 million, which they cannot get in Nigeria easily. They cannot get that if you are from a low-income background in Nigeria. So they know best to not tamper with those, to not kidnap those ones, but come for you. Please, I keep saying every day that you should be careful. Nigeria as a country sometimes is not the problem, but the people in Nigeria, we have a lot of people that are into really bad deals, because money must be made at all costs. They want to make money. In my country, if you are poor, people laugh at you. Yeah, if you are poor, people laugh at you. Like, it's okay to laugh at a poor person. It's not a shameful thing. And when you have the money, people worship you, respect you when you have money. So the desperation to make that money is there. For some of you that say you will not hear, Nigerians are very nice, you people are talking down. It's not like if I say down or up about my country, there's anything that will remove from my body. But I'm just telling you out there the truth. Visiting Nigeria is not a problem. You can go and come back in peace. But who are you going there to see? Please be careful, my people. And as for the Nigerian youths coming to Ghana, anytime I had the opportunity to talk about life in Ghana, I've never been shied away from telling you that there are no jobs opportunity in Ghana. You see, the Ghanaian job market is very, very, very poor. Sorry, no disrespect meant. I lived in Abuja, I have lived in Port Harcourt, I lived in Lagos, and I know what I'm talking about. You can easily get up in Abuja, Nigeria, or Lagos or Port Harcourt with your CV. Just go out there, job hunt randomly. You may be lucky to get a job. In fact, there are chances that you are going to get the job. And of course, if you know people, if you have the connections. But in Ghana, it's not like that. Number one, to make it worse, you are not a Ghanaian. You are a foreigner. That means you need documents before you can work in Ghana. Do you understand? I keep saying that the job market in Ghana is not there yet. All right. It's not there yet. It's either people are working directly for the government, like private companies are not. The job market in Ghana is not there yet. So don't just pack your bags and come to Ghana. Because now, if you want to move to Ghana and live here right and be able to get a job, which I don't know if you'll be able to get, except if you are a nurse or a doctor or a pharmacist, something around there, you want to come to Ghana and work, you will need nothing. I lie you not, you need nothing less than 4 to 5 million naira for you to be able to achieve that. Because when you come, your resident permit and your work permit will cost you almost 2 million naira. And then you're going to use, let's say, 1 million naira since you are alone to get an apartment. Before you get an apartment as a Nigerian in Ghana, it is not easy. It is not that simple. That is why a lot of us lives where we are living now, not because we love here, but this is the only place I could find. I mean, I'm not talking about the house I'm living in. I love the house because my landlord is amazing. He doesn't trouble me. But I'm talking about the area. Yeah, if I was asked to choose, definitely I wouldn't have come here, but I have no choice but to be here. So if you're coming, so you have 2 million naira left, right? You need 500,000 for your flight ticket. All right. So already you have spent 3 million naira to pay for accommodation, get documentation, and your transportation to Ghana. And then you have 2 million naira. That is in Ghana. 2 million naira in Ghana. Oh God. You will furnish your apartment. You're not going to sleep on the floor, right? You're going to buy some basic things for your apartment. At least you get a TV for entertainment, or fine, since you do not have kids, you can let that slide. You need a bed, you need pot, maybe a refrigerator to store your food. See, before you know it, you don't have any money again, and then you now start job hunting, and then you'll be paid how much? For example, let's say, yeah, maybe you finally get a job that pays you 2,000 Ghana cedis a month. Transport, feeding, see, your data, don't even dream about it, basically. If you have that amount of money, don't come to Ghana. Stay back in Nigeria and invest it. Live in your own country. It is good to be home. Okay, so don't let anybody tell you, oh, when you get to Ghana, this one go do this one. Now, lie, there are no jobs here. There are no jobs opportunity for you here in Ghana. Anything other than your company in Nigeria telling you, okay, go to Ghana and represent us. Anything aside that is a scam. Cool, you're welcome. You're going to enjoy your life here because they are taking care of your bills. So whatever payment you are receiving goes straight into saving or taking care of yourself, and it will make life a lot easier for you. In the absence of that, don't come to Ghana. There are no lot of opportunities here, not to make anybody feel bad about it. Okay, I keep saying Ghana is a beautiful place to live, very peaceful, but expensive for you. Not because Ghana is the most expensive country, but because you are coming in from Nigeria and you're going to struggle. Bringing Naira to cities, you're going to struggle. Everything here will look too expensive for you. So don't let anybody deceive you. Oh, there are supermarket jobs. Now lie. If you're going to work with some of the supermarkets here, like the stores, like these Chinese companies here in Ghana, you're going to be paid 600 Ghana cedis a month. Your transportation and your accommodation, your feeding, all is coming from that 600 Ghana cedis. Now, will you not rather just stay in the village, I mean in your country, and just be there? If it's something that you can learn, maybe shoemaking or whatever, you continue, it is better. Don't let anybody deceive you. If they bring you here, they are bringing you for Yahoo. Learn from other people and take the advice. Okay, yeah, Ghana is a beautiful country. Yes, I'm one of the Nigerians that have been singing praise of Ghana, and that is what it's going to be. But that is for me, because see, my story is different. Okay, don't let anybody fool you. If you are a lady, they deceive you. Oh, come to Ghana, there are a lot of opportunity. Ghana money plenty. If you change them to naira, it plenty. I lie, oh, because you go eat, you go accommodate. I mean, you go day under a shelter. Hey, you go clothes. Fine, you know, go clothes. You can be like me. You can manage. You will feed, and that food is not going to come from here. You are going to pay for it. So your accommodation, your transportation, don't let anybody lie to you. They are bringing you here for other olosho or for yahoo yahoo. I have lived with yahoo bosses in this same compound. They used to be here, and I know what those boys were going through. I know how much of my own personal money I was spending on these boys, because some of them were allowed to be sick to the point of near death. I, Lillian, take it upon myself to buy medication, not because I'm a good person, but because, I mean, why not save a human being? I did it. If any of them sees this video, the person knows what I'm talking about. Food I give every time. They will come, mama, please, water to drink. Mama, please, gari. Mama, please, salt. Mama, please. I was giving, because their bosses will allow them to be hungry. Now, if they break any of the rules in the house, do you know what they used to do to them? Their HK chairmen, or whatever they call them, we invite other HK chairmen, both men and women. They will come to our house here and beat these boys with cutlasses and canes. They will flog them, and these boys will be begging, please, nah, I beg oh. My innocent children will hear people begging for mercy, and my daughter will beg me, mommy, please do something. I said, I can't do something. I can't do anything. I'm going to risk our lives. So I know what I'm saying. Until my landlord removed them all from here, I beg you, be careful. If you want to make money, take your time, okay? One day, you might not be a rich man, but definitely God will come true for you to be able to meet your basic needs. And I think that is fair enough. Don't be shy to be broke. Some of the people laughing at you are also broke, just that they are not showing their own. They are hiding it, and they are laughing at you to make you feel bad, just to console themselves. And I want to use this opportunity to plead to the Ghanaian police service. If any Nigerian is caught and convicted for any crime, let them go to the Nigerian kirikiri. It's like they are enjoying in Ghana. No matter how bad the prisons here are, it cannot be like kirikiri. And it helps these people to continue to come here to perpetrate crimes. Please send them. I don't know if that is possible. Whatever here, once they're found guilty and sentenced, repatriate them back to Nigeria to go and serve in kirikiri. Save your money and use it to invest on your own criminals, because I know Ibata, we have 1 or 2 coconut heads in Ghana, the ones that said they don't want to be well. So you can use that money to feed those ones. Send the Nigerians or criminals to Nigeria. Let them go and serve GTM in Nigeria. Anyway, at this point, I would say a word is enough for the wise. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.